All right, checking out this live.
It takes a while.
Yeah, we're
There we go.
good. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achakodash. Double honors to our teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. All right. So we're gonna flow in the spirit. All right. Just as we were listening to the GMS Montreal camp, the camp which we were from. Okay, and they were bringing out how it's important to have the right garments. Okay, that's how they ended their lesson basically. So we're gonna go into that, flow in the spirit, see how it goes. We're willing this will be edifying. So Matthew 22, near the end, the garments. Strange garment.
Strange garment, okay.
Yeah. 11.
11, okay.
Start up.
Okay. This is Matthew 22 and verse. I'll start at verse 9. Now, verse 8. It says, Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore unto the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Okay, so basically the marriage goes into the preparation for the salvation. Okay, at the coming of Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's basically the marriage when the elect of the house of Israel and the great multitude are going to be reunited with Yahweh Shai at his return. Okay, that's why and it says to the servants to go in the highways and byways to highways and byways, right?
Yeah, it says, Go ye therefore unto the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
So again, that's the mission of the man that the Lord has set up to teach the people of Israel. So more specifically, the elect, those that are gonna hearken unto the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to come into this doctrine and walk this walk of faith. Okay.
It says, verse 10, So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found.
So again, they went, they did the work, and just as it says, we cast the net. Okay, the word is the net. We cast the net, and whoever, and then it says what? We gather good, well, all kinds. Okay, we gather good and we gather bad. But at the end, it shall be made manifest if you're gonna remain in the truth or if you're gonna fall out. Okay, because again, it's the word that converts the people. We're not here to save anyone. We can't save ourselves. Okay, we're just here to push the word as the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has said, and that's what we're gonna do. If it's in your spirit to remain in the truth until he returns or even unto death, that's a beautiful thing.
It says, verse 10 again, So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good.
Here we go, both bad and good. Okay.
It says,
Yes, Salaki, because some people, their lot is not to remain in the truth until the end. Some people, their lot is to hear the truth and then fall out so they can be condemned even more. Okay, because it says what? The servant that knows his master's will and doeth it not shall be beaten with many stripes. So that's just to say that there's some people that are in the truth that hear it just to fall out.
It says, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
So again, so one that wasn't prepared. We can say that he's synonymous to one of those foolish virgins. So that parable of the 10 virgins, the 5 wise and 5 foolish. The 5 wise, they prepared themselves for the coming of Yahweh Shai. Okay? But the other one, he took for granted that period of grace that he had. Okay? So when the time where the husbandman showed up, he wasn't prepared. That virgin wasn't prepared for the bridegroom when he arrived.
And it's the right way to prepare yourself.
That's it.
Right? Because even those foolish virgins, at the end of the day, at the end of the parable, they said, give us, some of what you have. Meaning they didn't prepare themselves the right way to keep that oil until time appointed, man.
That's it.
And that's the same with the doctrine, right? You keeping the right doctrine until the end.
Yeah. The oil is synonymous to the doctrine.
Right.
And the doctrine is one. Okay, there's only one way that leads back to the Father. That's through Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So if you come any other way, the scripture says what? You're a thief and a robber. And again, you have no part in Yahweh Shai, man.
Right. John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way.
Salaka, it says to the door. Yahushua said what? I am the door.
Right.
I am the way.
Right.
Okay, so that's that door that he's speaking of. That according to the doctrine, according to the scriptures, according to the prophecies, and according to the prophets and to the law.
Right. It says, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the porter is the doorkeeper. And that's Yahushua, right? And the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out.
You see? So as Paul said, follow me as I am a follower of Yahushua. Okay, the Lord has established men in the earth. You know, today we know that it's the elder apostles and the men on down from Great Millstone that have the right doctrine. So we're following them, knowing that they follow Yahushua. And as we're following them, we're bidding people to follow us because we're following after the right way. Okay? Because again, just as it says, if the blind lead the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch. But we know that we have the eye salve because our teachers have the eye salve. It says, be assured of the things that you have learned, being assured of who you learned it from. And we know through the Spirit that the elder apostle Tahar and the men on down are men of the Lord, man. Okay, we're surely through the Spirit we're assured of these things, man. Because again, when they speak, they don't speak according to their own mind, according to their own thought. They speak according to the word, man. Okay. And again, they tell us, yo, if you don't just believe what we say, go and study for yourself to make sure that you're fully persuaded. Okay, because it's one thing to just believe what someone tells, but it's another thing to go and study yourself, and you yourself in your mind, you know how to break it down according to the right way. Okay.
Right. Scriptures also speak about being fully persuaded in your own mind, so not being a regurgitator. You know.
That's it.
You hear something and you just say it without actually understanding it. You know, you have to be fully persuaded in the experience that this is it. You know, these are the right men.
Yeah, that's it. And again, just the fact that it says that the fool believeth every word.
Yeah.
We're not fools. If you go back into the scripture, say, oh, he said that such and such person said, okay, the salvation is for everyone. Oh, you go into the scriptures, you say, oh, that's not according to the scriptures. You know, it says what? Search the scriptures because in them you have eternal life. Okay? So through the scriptures, according to the right doctrine, we can have eternal life, man. We can have that salvation. Like, as the brother was talking about the oil, there's a certain way that there's let's say the right oil and wrong oils.
Right.
Okay.
Right, because you could put, like, for example, on a car, you could put the wrong oil in the wrong car, and what's gonna happen? That's gonna mess up the car.
That's it.
Right. That's gonna mess up the engine.
Yeah.
You know, for example, if you put transmission oil in the regular oil, you know, that's gonna mess up the engine, man. Or if you put the wrong transmission oil in, that's gonna mess up the transmission.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to have the right oil, which is what's gonna keep your car running. And in this sense, your car is the body, man.
That's
It's
it.
gonna keep you going, man.
That's it.
Keep you lit.
That's it.
Because that oil is also required to keep fire lit.
That's it.
And the spirit is a fire, man.
That's it. That's it.
You know,
Yeah.
the spirit is a fire.
Yeah. And it's also synonymous to the comforter. Even when you're going through hell, the comforter is gonna keep you going, man. Okay? It's gonna keep you, even in that fire, the comforter is gonna keep you from falling out. If you're really of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right. And to get even deeper, you know, that oil helps you contain the fire too,
That's
man.
it. That's
It
it.
can help you contain it, because, you know, when you're catching hell, that fire is intensified. You know, you get heated up. But if you have the oil, which is the understanding, then you can contain that fire. Okay, let me keep a cool head, knowing that the Lord said, be still and know that
That's
I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let him work it out, you know.
That's it. Yeah. So again, pertaining to that fellow that was at the marriage, but you had some precepts?
Oh, John is not
Yeah,
done.
yeah, finish. But you
John
had some precepts.
10 and verse 3, the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he that calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And the stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers.
You see, they know his voice. The voice is synonymous to the doctrine, the right doctrine. Okay? When someone speaks to you according to the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, according to the law and to the testimony, that's how we know that light is in him, meaning understanding.
Right.
And then it says a stranger represents all these other philosophies.
Right.
It tells you that the virgins were not. Go ahead.
Yeah, they weren't defiled with
other women.
Yeah, other women, man.
You see?
Which is those strangers.
Exactly. You know, they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. Okay, so they hear the voice. Okay, oh, this guy is speaking the truth. When the elect, once they first hear this word, depending on, they might not believe right away, but eventually it's gonna activate their spirit to understand. Okay, this is the way,
Right.
and they're gonna walk. They're gonna walk that path.
Right.
All right.
Sure.
That was it?
Yeah.
Real quick, this is the book of Revelation 14 and I'll start at verse 1.
Yep.
It says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion.
That lamb represents Yahushua.
It says, and with him 144,000.
That's the governing body of the kingdom to come. Okay.
It says, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Yeah, but it also pertain to the doctrine. Okay, they have the understanding, and again, the name is very important. The name is a part of the doctrine. Okay, because it says what? They shall call upon the name and they shall be saved. Okay, but they're gonna call it upon. They're gonna call the name in truth and sincerity, not in fraud. Because just as I said, just as the brother read, the servants went and cast the net and gathered good and bad. Okay, so the bad, there's some Israelites that are they're meant to follow out the truth, but they know the name, but they're not coming in truth and sincerity, because the Lord he ponders the heart.
It says verse 2, and I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts. See,
it says a new song, but it's really pertaining to this doctrine. At one point, it was unknown unto us, as it says pertaining to scriptures. We're gonna discontinue from our heritage, but again, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, pertaining to the prophecy in Ezekiel 37, this knowledge has come back in the scene. Okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, starting with elder high priest Abba Bivens. Okay, and then from there, the floodgates have opened, man, to 2024, where this word, the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is being preached throughout the whole world, man. And there's no going back. Okay,
that mindset is introduced once again. You know, the heritage of our forefathers. That was it began with Elder Abu Bivens, you know, the elder high priest Abu Bivens, like the brother was going into. That's when that mindset was pushed or put on the earth by the Lord Yahweh, you know, and his son Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
You know, and we have that now, man, all the way to this time, 2020.
Yeah, so again, just as it says new, it's not a new as in a new doctrine, as in like a brand new thing in the earth. It really goes into the word kainos, which goes refreshed. Okay, back in, like it says, back in service. You know, like you got it. Kind of like when you have an iPhone, you do a factory reset. So it's not a new iPhone. It just took it's back in order. If we can say it's a reset.
Reset. Yeah. Everything's set back to, like, you know, the original settings.
That's it.
The original settings.
That's it. The right way.
So the app, all the pictures, the wallpapers, everything's back. The apps are back in the same order.
That's it.
You know, and that's what it is now, man. It's been refreshed.
Verse 3, it says, and they sung as were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
See, that's beautiful, man. It's because again, the elect are predestined to know this song, man. They're predestined to play the song the right way. Okay, and that's how, again, when they hear as it says, my sheep hear my voice. They hear the song being played the right way, and they gravitate to it. Their spirit gravitates to it. So it's just as it says, the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. The truth shall return unto them that practice in her. This is above something that you can understand carnally. This is spiritual. Okay, like even some prophets didn't want to do the work, but the Lord chose you. The Lord, just as Jeremiah said, just as the Lord told Jeremiah, I knew thee before you were in the womb. I ordained you to be a prophet. That was in the spirit. Okay, that was in the spirit realm, that he was already set up. Okay, that spirit is the spirit of the prophets. Hey, who knows? Jeremiah might be here right now, man, on the earth, doing the same thing as we are doing in the spirit. Okay, preaching the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, if he's not sealed already, he's doing the work, man. Okay.
Quick jump in. This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 1. It says, the second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, and both I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance.
You got it.
Yeah, basically, like the brothers were saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you had to be part of this in order to receive it.
That's it.
That's why when we read in Revelation that how no man can learn that song but 144,000, because what, they had it from the get-go.
That's it.
You know, and now it's simply remembrance.
Yeah.
To where that you hear these epistles, these lessons that different brothers make, the elders and apostles down from GMS, and then you hear it, and then it stirs your mind up to like, yo, this is it. This is what I've been looking for my whole life. Because what, you know, you were meant to be part of it, man. If you're part of that 104,000.
Yeah.
And only the 144,000 is going to learn that song and sing it the proper way unto the masses.
Yeah. It's as if quick analogy, it's as if you leave your job to go on vacation for 2 months. And then you come back. You might have forgot some things,
Yeah, a few
but it was
touches,
but it was already in you because you've been doing this from before.
Right.
So you come in and then you might slowly but surely you come to remember everything that you already knew.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's why, you know, if you're of the elect, Abaratas, you know, you're going to pick up the truth quick.
Yeah.
You know?
You're familiar with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're not going to need to like wrestle in your mind, yo, what's this mean?
Right,
But
right.
you know in your spirit, yo, this is it, bro.
That's
Right.
it.
You know, and you know,
Reincarnation.
yeah.
Right.
It's gonna take some time, you know, just like with the disciples. Certain things that Yahweh Shai was saying was going over their heads, but they still knew that, yo, this is it.
That's it.
So they stuck to it, and then with time they understood the things that Yahweh Shai was saying to them prior, man. Like, oh, yo, that's what he meant. You know? That's what scriptures say, you know, is basically we're gonna be of quick understanding. But really when you go into that precept, it's referring to Yahweh Shai, but hey, we have the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
Therefore, you know, the elect as well, they're gonna have that spirit of quick understanding, man.
Yeah. Especially how the Lord is speeding up the days. He's speeding up our knowledge so we can be delivered. It says the Lord doesn't want any of us to perish. He doesn't want none to perish, but to all come to the understanding of the truth. When it speaks of all, that goes to all the elect. Okay, so all the elect are gonna come to the understanding.
That's right. And like the brother was going into, the elect doesn't need much persuading. You know, because it's like you already knew this, man. You know, so it's like nothing. You don't need gimmicks. There's no hard proof evidence that, you know, this is the truth. Oh, here history. The elect doesn't need that. It's just the thing you present them the pure truth. You know, and that's it. They'll believe it, man.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah. There's more on that.
No.
Let me see.
Right, because even when the brother Zabak was going into earlier, you know, even first coming into the truth, you might not understand some things, man. You know, but deep down, you know that, this is it. You know, you're familiar with it, and then you stick to it no matter what, man. You know, you're already fully persuaded in your mind that, nothing else makes sense but this. And not everybody has that spirit, man. There's some people in the world that, even if they get presented this truth, they're still shaky, man.
Discerned.
You know, they still indulge or want to taste other religions, man, or other philosophies. You know, but if you're of the elect, then as soon as the truth has touched your taste, has touched your tongue, that taste, or scriptures, Paul said, who have tasted of the good,
that the Lord is good.
yeah, and then turn back again. That means you weren't a part of the elect anyways, man. Because the elect, this is a savory taste and smell to them, man. It's like, it's delicious. You know, and then when you try something else, it's like, what the fuck? Or a watered down version of that food,
Right.
it doesn't make,
Yeah,
it doesn't taste
right.
the same.
Yeah.
So you're gonna you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? You know? And that's the case, man, with the elect and the other philosophies, man.
Right. Real quick, or you have the precept I have?
Yeah.
I want it? Okay, real quick. It says here, 2 Corinthians 2:16, to the ones we are the savior of death unto death,
All right.
and to the others savior of life unto life. And who is sufficient for these things?
You can read in the GNT,
Yeah.
because what's that, NLT, I mean, and because that's what that's basically going into, that savor is talking about, the sacrifice of Yahweh Shemashai, the altar, basically, because when we're preaching, that's the altar, right? The scriptures speak about the Lord, the Lord dealing with a small sanctuary, a small house.
Yep.
That's the men that are preaching, man. And you have altars in America, mostly,
Yep.
that are offering up sacrifices. Scriptures speak about us offering up our bodies as living or lively sacrifices, man. So the men being out there teaching that there's actually a smell or an odor that's going up, in the spirit. It's not literal, but there's a smell and an odor that's going up and going out to the Heavenly Father, man. And that smell is also taking hold on the whole earth, man. But certain people are going to gravitate or react a certain way to that smell, To those that are of the elect, that smell is gonna be a smell of savory, you know, a good smell, a smell of life, you know. But those that are not a part of the elect, like the 2/3 and the other nations, that smell is gonna be a smell of death. Meaning it's like, yo, a dreadful sound. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to come close to that, man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people, whenever they come across us when we're holding camp, you know, they're passing by, they have their earphones, you know, whenever they get close to us, they make like this stink face, like,
Yeah, that's the spiritual.
you know? They get all pissed. That is like, you know, as if they smell something that's filthy. Even some of them, they go like this sometimes passing by. You know, if they're wearing a mask, they put it up, you know? Because what? They don't like that savory smell that the elect likes.
Right.
They see
Even
this,
the cars, when they ride by, they roll up the window.
roll up the window. It's like, yo, what is this shit, man? I don't like this shit.
Yeah.
But for the elect, it's like, yo, damn, this is very beautiful.
It's like this lavender incense, you know, something you know.
Dior Savage.
It smells great, man. And you want to stick to it. You want to be immersed in it. You want to be immersed in it.
Right.
You know, like Ishmael, like they be burning incense, like yo, and then walking out the house and smelling like
That should be
strong,
yeah,
bro.
very strong.
But that's what the elect does in the spirit. They want to be in that smell. They want to be in that house, man.
Yep.
You know, cause there's some people's house out there that smell a certain way. It smells, you know, and you come out the house, you smell like the house. Yeah, it sticks to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you
you
know?
go inside a fucking Edomite's house, bro, you smell like wet dog and shit, and then fucking cigarettes. I hate that fucking smell, bro.
Yeah.
You know, certain Edomites, you go into the house, you're like, yo, what is this shit, bro? Yo,
what's going on?
what's going on here? Did you guys take a shower? Like, yo, you sleeping with the dog? What's going on?
Yeah.
And there's no order. You can come in the house with your shoes on, and you know, after there's no order.
It's fucking filthy, man.
You know, try going into a Jake's house with shoes.
Shit.
Get rebuked right away.
You know, but that house is really it's that house of David as well, right? So that's that house that we want to be in, that has that smell and those oils and everything that's essential, which is really this truth, man. You know,
because as they say, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah.
So of course the Lord only wants the best of the best. You know, and of course his house and his doctrine is gonna smell the best.
Right, it's gonna be the best.
Yeah, that's it.
You know.
Yeah, just as Yahushua when he turned the water to wine, it says he kept the best wine for last. Usually the people they bring out the best first.
Right.
But this he
kept it throughout.
Yeah, come on.
You know, because they ran out. Because the guy said he said there's people that usually start with the best and then it gets worse at the end. But this stayed all the way to the end. How is that possible? And that's also symbolic to this time, man. How that Yahushua sent forth the apostles last as it was appointed to death. So that best wine is at the end right now, man. Beginning with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Yahushua was also the best what was that oil that was put on him?
The anointing.
Right, on his body, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Frankincense?
Yeah.
I think
it was myrrh. But that was a good oil, man. Expensive.
Yeah. That's why Judas said.
Body.
Yeah, we could have used the money for something else.
Right.
Hey, she did a good thing.
Right.
Was it Mary Magdalene?
Mary Magdalene, yeah. And who's Yahushua's body today?
The church.
Yeah. So they have that oil on them. They have that smell on them.
That's it.
That's first.
To back you up. So I'll read 2 Corinthians 2, and I'll start at 14. And the head title, it says, Ministers of the New Covenant. But think Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Right, and the new covenant is not here. It's not here yet, man. You know, we're in a period, a time called the grace period, which is a period for us to get right, you know, and turn our hearts back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, a chance to repay a debt, basically, because that's what the grace period is, a time for you to make up for a payment. You know, and that's what Yahushua gave us the liberty to do, to live in that grace period, you know. Which is later on going to be followed by the new covenant.
That's it.
You know?
It's a transitional period.
It's a transition. That's what you know, that's the best way to say it.
Yeah. So it says here, 2 Corinthians 2 and 14, but think Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he has made us his captives and continues to lead us along in Hamashiach's triumphal procession. Now he uses us to spread the knowledge of Hamashiach everywhere.
That's the altars. Those are the altars that we're going into. You know, and Romans 12 it says, present your bodies as a living sacrifice. So by you teaching, it said knowledge. By you teaching and being out there in the highways and hedges, like we read in Matthew
22.
You know, so that's where that smell is coming from.
That's it. And again, it says what have they not heard?
Yeah.
Their voice went out throughout
All
the whole earth.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can also say their smell has
That's,
gone out throughout
that's
the
it.
whole earth.
That precious ointment went out throughout the whole world. As it says, so now he
That's
uses...
spiritual. Before America is destroyed, you have a good smell that's out there, you know?
Yeah,
Before the
yeah.
bad smell, it's a good smell,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Because the missiles, they're going to what? They're going to
Yeah.
create a they're going to be basically like brimstone and fire, man. You know?
Yeah.
That's going to leave a bad, like, you know, because there's also going to be dead bodies and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's going to leave a smell of death and dark clouds. Scripture
Yeah.
speak about the mushroom clouds.
Yeah.
You know, but before that, there's the mercy period, which is that good smell
That's
going
it.
out in the air, man.
That's it.
You know, the calm before the storm, please.
Come on. It says here, now he uses us to spread the knowledge of Hamashiach everywhere, like a sweet perfume. Our lives are Hamashiach like. Okay? Fragrance rising up to the Most High. So even like the brother said, our life is a living sacrifice.
Yeah.
So so like you were saying, the sacrifice of the men of the Lord, of the servants of the Lord, is a sweet odor in the scent of the Lord. But the sacrifices of the wicked, that's a stench unto the Lord, man.
Oh, and sacrifice is when you kill something, right?
Yeah.
And the Lord said, "What precious in the sight of precious is the death of His saints, man." You know. So when a saint of Yahweh Shemashai dies, it's like, yo, that's precious. It's almost like a good sacrifice, a literal good sacrifice. You know. Then that smell is going. The Lord is pleased with that. It's, you know, it's good. You know, because there's a lot of the most of the men of the Lord, they die what, doing the work, man, or or in the truth, man. You know, most of the true men of the Lord, man. You know.
So I'll read that again. Our lives are a Hamashiach like fragrance raising up to the Most High, but this fragrance is perceived differently by those who are being saved and by those who are perishing. To those who are perishing, we are a dreadful smell of death and doom. Right? The prophets of doom. Yeah. But to those who are being saved, we are a life-giving perfume. And who is adequate for such a task as this? Okay, yeah, because being a prophet is a difficult task, man. You're fighting a spiritual battle, battle on all fronts, fighting your own demons, fighting people's demons. Okay, you're being the prey. Satan has his eyes on you to cast you out of the truth. All right. But again, this is a beautiful thing, man. The Lord is using us, man. There's no higher office than to be a servant of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai, man. All right. So just the fact that He has found you worthy to give you His name, the doctrine, and put you on the mission. Okay, and you know that also the fact that He did this to you, there's a great reward at the end of your labor. It says it's an abomination to the Lord, a man of war that is poor. Right. Okay, you know that there's no wickedness with Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai, man. So you're gonna get a reward for doing your work, just as Yahushai obtained his reward, man. Now he's sitting at the right hand of the Lord, man. Okay.
You wanted that scripture to serve?
Yeah. Double kasha.
This is 1 Corinthians.
You have something else?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Revelation.
Okay.
Yeah. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 14. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High."
So again, there's a difference between the natural man and the spiritual man. Okay, and again, following after Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai, you must be spiritual. Okay, the true worshipers of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai are those that are gonna worship Him in what? In truth and in spirit. Okay, so there's a way. Okay, you can't be carnal with Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai. Okay. He's a spirit. You have to worship Him in spirit.
Right.
That's it.
Because scriptures say, a carnal man is enmity with the Most High. When you go to that word enmity, meaning, an enemy.
That's it.
So the Lord's not dealing with that, bro. He wants you to be spiritual. Because when you're spiritual, that's when you become separate.
Right.
Right. You become holy.
Right.
So where your mind is not to that of the world, you don't indulge in what these people indulge in.
Right.
Following after the lust, the pride of life. It tells you what's in the world, right? You're not with that no more. Now you're following after the Most High.
That's it.
So therefore, He's gonna delight in you.
That's it.
But if you're in the flesh all the time, then He's gonna be like, "Yo, get this nigga out of here, bro."
Yeah. Right. And if you have a carnal mind, if I may add, you put the Lord in a box.
Yeah.
Because you think carnally.
Right.
How could the Lord do this? How could the Lord do that?
Yeah.
You basically put Him in a box because your mind is not carnal.
Yeah.
But if you have a spiritual mind, it exposes you, to things that are almost unimaginable, man.
Yeah.
The Lord can deliver me from the situation, even though it seems impossible.
That's it.
So that's a spiritual mind. But a carnal mind would be like, yo, fuck, man.
What is the Lord unto me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let me just try to do this on my own. Let me fix it on my own. That's a carnal
You
mind.
know how they say,
It's a deadly spirit, bro.
what is it for us to serve the Lord? The how they say that in the Old Testament it says it's they don't serve the Lord with gladness of heart
Yeah.
because they don't see the benefit in serving the Lord. Why? Because they have a carnal mind. They look at how the wicked are prospering right now, and
Right.
they think in their mind, okay, that's the way. Okay, and that's another doctrine, man.
Right.
You want to follow after the ways of the world so you can benefit and you can have your moment of shine now. But no, man, those that are following after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we know that it's a slow burn.
Right.
It's a slow cooked meal, man.
Right.
And we're only gonna obtain our reward when Yahushai returns, man. And that's what we're waiting for, man. That's why it says that we have to, in our patience, possess your souls. Okay, so we're waiting for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to obtain our reward. But until then, we're prisoners of faith.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, back to 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 14, it says, "But this natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him."
That's it. And that's why it says by the foolishness of preaching. Okay. So again, the world, the majority, thinks that this what we're doing, the work that we're doing is foolish.
Right.
But unbeknownst to them, this is as you said, unto those that are for life, this is a life as a good smell. Okay.
Savor of life.
This exactly a savor of life. But for the others that are gonna die, this is death and destruction for them because we're condemning them ultimately.
Yeah, it is good death and destruction because, you know, the elect, you know, whenever they see the prophets preaching, the teachers teaching, they see this, this is good news.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the gospel, right? Gospel, when you go to that word, it means good news.
Yeah.
But to the rest of the world, we're condemning this place. We're not with this place.
That's it.
We're not saying God bless America.
No.
We're saying, yo, you know,
God destroy him.
God destroy, man.
Yeah. That's it.
You know, if you know what that means, you know what that means, man. That's what we're saying. And to the world, it's like, yo, these guys are haters. They hate, what's that? Hate speech.
Yeah.
You know, they're TT,
Right.
this, that, the third,
They're
right?
offensive.
Because ultimately, yo, the judgment that we see as a, yo, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because this world needs a fucking reset, bro.
That's it.
Right.
It's
Because
expedient.
with
You
the
know?
destruction of this world comes the peace, the real life,
Wow.
Right.
real living. It takes a spiritual mind to see that.
Right.
That's it. You said it right. It takes a spiritual mind to understand why it's important that the Lord brings judgment upon this place, man.
Right.
It tells you because of the wickedness that's
Right.
being portrayed in the world, man. All right? These people, they all walk around claiming that they're good people and they want peace. There is no other way to obtain peace through Yahweh Shai. So these people, they don't want peace, man. They actually want violence and disorder and chaos to prosper on the earth, man.
Right. It makes me think of a certain picture I seen on Instagram. Basically, you had a comparison with Esau on the left and then Jake on the side. And Jake was on the bus looking forward to basically life, and you see trees and shit. And then you see the Edomite on the other side, like the life that's sucked out of him. All you see is the trees dead. You know? That's basically what these people, their hopes is in.
Yeah.
Little do they know. You know, they think this world is going to prosper, everything's going to be good, the American dream is still good. But no, like, man, what's on the horizon, man? It's just death and destruction. And here it is, we're proclaiming it.
That's it.
And they don't want to hear it, man.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it, man. Okay? And even now, you look at the news, there's no talks of peace, man. There's the talk of peace, they're out the window now, man. It's wars. Every nation is preparing for war, man. And again, that's the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Because there's no peace. The Lord said, what? I'm preparing the evil and only evil. Okay? That's what's coming to this wicked kingdom. Why? Because the rulers of this place are not fit to rule, and they're only bringing forth wickedness, and it has to come to an end. Okay? It says the sins of Babylon have reached unto heaven, and we're almost at that point, man.
Right. Finishing Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 2, verse 14 again, it says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man."
You see, we judge that the end of this wicked kingdom is a good thing. It's a profitable thing. Okay? We judge that not being partakers of the MOTB, that's a beautiful thing. Even if you have to sacrifice your life. Okay? Following, it says what? We rather obey Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. We ought to obey Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai than men. Okay? Because men doesn't have power, man. Our soul is in the hands of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay?
Because we borrowed it.
Yeah. What can man do unto us, man? We fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, who can both cast the soul and the body in hell, man.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, so back to Revelation 14 and verse 3 again, it says,
It's a like it. So bringing it back to the context of the what we were talking about, the carnal man is not gonna have the right the right garment.
Right.
They're not gonna come the right way.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because again, as we were saying, you have to be spiritual. Being spiritual is a part of having the right mindset, the right garment. Okay.
right. So back to Revelation 14 and verse 3, it says, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which followed the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb.
You see. So again, there are those that didn't follow after strange philosophies. It says women, the virgins defiled with women. Okay, they weren't defiled. Why? Because they stayed single-minded and focused on Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai. They focused on seeking the kingdom first the right way.
Right.
Okay, they weren't persuaded by every wind of doctrine. Okay, oh Christianity is the way. No, Buddhism is the way. No, any other doctrine they refused it, they rejected, or even they came out of it knowing that this is the truth.
Right.
Okay, and there's only one truth. There's only one way. Okay, that's Yahweh Shai. Okay, having faith in Yahweh Shai, knowing that He is able to raise us up from the dead. Okay.
Right.
And if I may add too, because these philosophies and these doctrines, they could, if you're not of the elect and you're weak-minded, you can get caught up in that.
That's it.
Because they're
That's it.
enticing.
Yeah.
Scriptures speak about not being tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine.
Right.
And Yahushua also spoke about deception and false hamashiachs being in the last day. That was something he always, emphasized on, man, because that's deadly.
Right.
These things could really throw you out or take you, man.
Right.
If it be possible,
Yeah,
Esau through his philosophies would even deceive the elect, but it's not possible. But imagine that if it's possible, it gets that close. What about someone that's not of the elect? How easily or can they be enticed and tossed to and fro?
Right.
Yeah. Because they're already in darkness. If you're not walking in the truth of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai, if you're not rooted in the truth, okay, you can be easily moved, man. Even easily persuaded, man. Okay, easily bought.
Right.
Someone can flash you a bag of money, tell you, forsake the name.
Yeah.
If you're not rooted,
man.
hey, you'll take that money, man. Okay. You can't call upon the name Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai anymore. Now we have to call upon, the other white meat. Okay. You see?
Right.
You got something else?
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick just to back up Shepard's point, because even in Proverbs, I think it's like the 4th chapter, the 3rd chapter, it speaks about the strange woman.
Yep.
It tells you how that she goes to the simple ones, the simpletons.
Yeah.
She goes in the streets looking for the simple people to basically take them up.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the simple are gonna be seduced by these doctrines. They sound nice, yo. You mean you could keep dreads and still worship the Lord?
Right. But IUIC said,
You know what I'm saying?
You can do it in the
Yeah, in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And then to them,
on the
it's like,
Sabbath.
shit, word?
Yeah,
Because they're
man.
simple, so they gravitate to these false doctrines,
Yeah.
man. It's appealing to their ears.
That's it, itching
That's why
ears.
it says, the simple believeth every
Every
word,
word,
but the
yeah.
prudent
Looketh
looketh well to his going.
Yeah.
A prudent man's gonna be like, hold on, yo, I don't know, bro.
Makes
Scripture
sense.
say
Yeah.
other words.
Yeah.
So, I think they're going off.
Right.
My teacher never told me that.
Right.
So they're going off, man.
Right.
And if you're of the elect, you're not gonna have a simple mind, man. Like the brothers were saying, the elect are not gonna be deceived, man.
Yeah. They're not gonna stay with that group.
Right.
A lot of people, even if they see the contradiction, they're still gonna stay there because they want to have that. They're in a group because they want that sentiment of fellowship.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave because they're so invested. Let's say that you spend 5 years with let's say IUIC, and then you realize there's a lot of wickedness happening in the congregation. There's a lot of the doctrine is off. There's a lot of madness happening, but you're still gonna stay because you want that fellowship. That
You're comfortable with.
you're comfortable in the how can I say that? Not fellowship, but the community.
Yeah.
The community, that spirit of being a part of something. That's it. That's why they're not gonna leave.
But for the elect members that's within these different camps, because you do have elect members in these different camps, because the Lord wakes up every man according to their time. But for them, they're gonna get out of that, man. They're gonna see that the true community, you may say quote unquote, which really I'm tying that in with the brotherhood. You're gonna see it's these men right here.
That's it.
You know, starting with the men of GMS, the affiliated camps that teach the same doctrine. Yo, that's these men I have to be around.
Yep.
Because really, they're the ones that's demonstrating true love.
That's it.
Because in this shit that I'm here right now, I don't think this is it, man. It's gonna come to that point in time, man. Hey, the elect members that's there in these other congregations, window shopping, doesn't know yet. I don't know. Maybe this is it. You know, just the, wishy-washy. The Lord's gonna shake things up to it. I'm gonna, yeah,
You gotta make
I
a
gotta
decision.
get right, man. Yo, I gotta serve the Lord, right? Like Joshua said, choose you this day.
Yeah, whom you're gonna serve.
Whom you're gonna serve.
Yeah.
It's gonna come to that time, man.
Yeah. The Lord doesn't have pleasure in you being lukewarm. It says He's gonna spit you out of His mouth, man.
Right.
Either you're hot, either you're cold, because there's no in between, man. There's the ones that when Yahushua returns, He's gonna put on His right side and on His left side. There's no in between. All right. Either you're with Him or you're against Him.
Yep.
That's it.
I'm gonna go back to Matthew, but that's
Yeah. You have Matthews.
we're gonna finish the 22.
Could you jump real quick to Matthew 24 and 24?
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah, this is Matthew 24 and verse 24. It says, "And there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect."
If it was possible. And again, it tells you false mashayaks. Okay, false meaning those are those women, those strange women, right? So and again, the rest of the world might be deceived. Isa might pull up with the Project Blue Beam, and then you see a so-called white guy, okay, in the clouds, telling you, "Oh, I'm here for you, my children." You know, okay. So now maybe the Muslims are gonna turn to Christianity. You know? But then you see us through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. You know that's not the truth, man. Right? We're not gonna be deceived by the wiles of the devil. Okay. Because
Right.
again, we're wearing the full armor. The full armor is a part of the garment also. Okay.
Back to Matthew 22, in verse verse 11, it says, "And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou hither not having a wedding garment?"
Yeah, why you not prepared? See, you had a wedding. You came to the wedding. We sent you the invitation. With the invitation, it told you the code, the dress code. Yeah, it's an all white party. Okay, put on your righteousness as a robe. You have to put on your righteousness, man. Where's your drip? You know.
Right.
You know, you don't have that. Why you pulling up in sandals, man? What is this? You can't go to the dance floor with sandals, man. You're disrespecting not only me, you're disrespecting everyone else, man.
Right.
Okay.
It says, and he was speechless. Yeah, he was speechless because he knew.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, you didn't get the message, but it's not like you didn't get the message through the mail saying, "Yo, this is the dress code." You know, whenever you get an invitation to a wedding, they give you the dress code. You saw it.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna present yourself in the wedding if you didn't receive the invitation?
Yeah.
That's why he was speechless, because he had no excuse.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
That's why it says, the servant that knew his Lord's will and did not is gonna be with many stripes, man.
That's it.
Because here it is, you had all this time, the spirit of grace to get right, to get the clothes, iron it out, make sure the drip is fresh, right? Pertaining to this truth, the righteousness. And here it is, you did jack shit. And then when it's time for the wedding, you're like, "Oh shit, yo, Lord, I was there, I was always there, Lord." Gonna be like, "I never knew you. Get out of here. Get that guest out of here, man."
You'll be excommunicated, man. You're gonna be kicked out.
Right. Verse 13, it says, "And then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness."
Cast him in confusion. Cast him in destruction, man. All right, get him out of here, man.
Right.
So basically, that's you. Basically, in a sense, if you want to put that in image, that's you getting rejected. While you see everyone getting beamed up, you're still stuck in on the scene, man. You get left behind, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Where you see everyone getting beamed up. It says that many shall say, "Lord, Lord," in that day, and the Lord's gonna say, "Oh, get thee behind me! I never knew thee, you workers of iniquity, man." That's exactly what's gonna happen. You being cast in the outer darkness. That's you being rejected from salvation and being set up for destruction, man.
Right.
Okay.
It says, "There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth."
Yeah, they're gonna feel ashamed. They're gonna be remorseful for not taking opportunity, that great period of grace that was given to you, it tells you that those that loathed the laws of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai when they yet had liberty,
Right.
okay, they're gonna learn after death by pain. Okay, that pain goes into the misery of being ashamed, of knowing that this the doors of repentance were open unto you and you rejected, you turned around and rejected the this opportunity of life. Okay, and you rather had you had pleasure in unrighteousness and darkness. Right, so you're gonna be rewarded by it, man. Right, you're gonna have the same lot as one of the dogs, man, one of the wicked.
Dogs.
You see?
Yeah, that was it.
You said?
Oh,
Close it soon, bro.
Yeah, we'll close it soon, man.
yeah, this is math.
Close after this.
Okay, Revelation 16 and verse 15. It says, "Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments."
That's it. He
Least-
comes as a thief, so unawares. But again, the elect of Yahweh Bashim Shai and the great multitude, we are watching.
Right.
The Lord gave us the signs so that we're not in a sense unaware. We know what's happening because we're paying attention to the signs and times.
Right.
Okay?
It says, "And keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked,
see?
and they see his shame."
See,
Right.
keeping his garments. So again, keeping the knowledge, the understanding. You're walking, you're being separate.
Right.
Okay? Touch not the unclean thing. So if
Right.
you're partaking, if you're wishy-washy, like the brother said, you're, 1 week you're Israelite, next week you're Muslim, next week you're a Christian. Okay, you're doing all sorts of things. You're getting your garment dirty, man.
Right.
They're
Oh
right.
yeah.
You
It's
see?
like what's the head of IUIC.
Mm.
He defiled his garment because at once he knew
The name.
the name the
Yeah.
right way, but now he's teaching something else. That's you.
That's it.
You indulge in something
Yeah.
else
Yeah, you
for
jumped in
whatever
the mud.
reason. So he defiled his garment.
That's it. He jumped in the mud, man. You see? The garment is all white, now it's all dirty, man. You see? And you can't show up to the marriage with that,
With
man.
that dirty
Yeah, man. You're not gonna get past the guards, man. Okay?
Oh, that's something else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 3 and 3. "Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast. Repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt know what hour I will come upon thee. Thou hast a few names, even as on Sardis, which have not defiled their garments, and they walk and shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy." So if you don't defile your garment, you're gonna be worthy to walk with
That's it.
Yahweh Shai, man.
That's why it says, hold fast what you have.
And hold fast to it, you know? It says, verse 5, "He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will." So if you overcome, you're gonna, the garment you come with is the right one. You're gonna be clothed
That's
with a new garment, a
That's
white, you know?
Pure.
Garment. Yeah,
Yeah,
pure.
Yeah.
Our scripture speaking about us having new bodies.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It says, "And I will not blot out his name out of the book of life,
Mm.
but I will confess his name before my Father and before his
You
angels."
see? That's the you want to have your name being called in that day, man.
Yeah.
That shows that that's great glory, man. That's why it says if glory not in your riches, glory not in your strength. That's when you can actually glory. The fact that your name is written in the heavens, man. That's what you should really be happy about, man. There's nothing higher than, there's no greater benefit, no greater joy than to know that you're pleasing, that you are pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? And again, going back to that precept, it said that there's a few names.
Right.
So again, the fact that out of the whole population of the earth, the Lord chose you. The Lord chose you, and you were able to walk that walk, man. The Lord put it in your spirit to complete the walk, to finish to cross that finish line and obtain that reward that was prepared for you, man. All right?
That's it.
I got some real quick.
Okay.
Job 29 and 14, it says, "I put on righteousness and they clothed me."
Put on righteousness, man. Oh, Salakia, again, that righteousness goes again, starts with the faith. Okay, and again, when the brother was reading, it says victory. You obtain the victory.
Yep.
What is our victory? The victory is our faith. He that believeth in Yahweh Shai, because it starts by believing. How can we work the works of the Most High?
That we
Believe Him.
on him whom he has sent.
That's it. Believe on Him who He has sent. And if you believe, you're actually going to do the work too. Okay, so all that englobes the garment. The garment is not just one thing. Oh, I'm an Israelite. No, man, it's the whole doctrine that you have to put on,
Right.
and it has to be not only in your mouth, in your brain, in your way of life, man. It has to be. That's what it means to be a new creature. People have to see that People have to see the change.
Right.
A new creature in Hamashiach. Okay,
Right.
Yeah, it says, Job 29 14, "I put on righteousness and it clothed me."
that's it.
My
That's you being a new person. Stop. You're not smoking weed anymore. You're not committing adultery. You're walking in the fear of the Lord. Okay, you're calling upon the right names. Okay, you're abstaining from evil. You're fleeing from evil as from the face of a serpent. Okay, and hey, you're doing what is expected of you as a servant of the Lord.
Real quick, jumping. Colossians 3:10, it says, and have put on the new man, which
That's
is
it.
renewed in the knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Renewed in the
The
knowledge. So
knowledge.
again, according to the doctrine, now you're following Yahweh Bashim Shai. Again, you know that you're gonna fall here and there, but the just man falleth 7 times and he get back up, man. It's not about how many times you fall. So it's if you're gonna remain in the doctrine.
Right.
You got it.
It says, finishing Job, it says, I'm going to read it again, Job 29:14. I put on righteousness and he clothed me. My judgment was as a robe in a diadem.
So it's a glory. It brings you to royalty, man. That's why it says to hold fast what you have.
Right.
If you remain with the truth, if you remain keeping your garments white and pure until Yahushua returns, you're gonna obtain that glory, man. It says it tells you that put on wisdom. Wisdom, they start as a feathers,
Shekels,
Okay, it's like because you're a prisoner of
Shackles.
truth.
Shackles.
Shackles, okay, and then afterwards it becomes a robe of glory,
and
okay, an honor, a crown, man, okay, and these people are gonna see it, man.
Defense too.
You see a defense, man. You see, it says wisdom maketh the face of a man shine. These people are supposed to see the change that Yahweh. They're supposed to see the change, that you're a new creature in Yahushua, man. All right, you want to say something?
No, that was it.
Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, and with that, we'd like to give our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Achakodash. Double honors to our teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Until next lesson, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
God. That's it.